Hey, how you doing? Welcome. Welcome back to episode 4 of the Alias Marketing and Design podcast. We're here, episode 4. I'm Ian Connery. I am owner and founder of Alias Marketing and Design. We're here with a brand new podcasting away, and we're still on the journey. We're still going. As we've been speaking about the last couple of episodes. Episode 1 and 2 was the origin story, how we got here, giving you a quick background to the Alias story and my story. And episode 3, all about kind of keeping going and, the challenges you face in life and what you got to overcome and keep on trucking ahead in the entrepreneurial and just world and just life in general. So we're recording this episode again. It's Friday. It's kind of our day to record now at this stage. We're looking forward to the weekend. Back recording on Friday. And I suppose we just had to jump up and get this episode done. We've enough faffing around and fluffing the past few episodes at the start. So I just want to jump straight into this one and come up with some really, really great content and get cracking. So last few episodes, and how we started this whole thing was we're on a 30-day marketing challenge with Mr. Russell Brunson called the One Funnel Away Challenge. And this is how we started the podcast. And one super amazing core principle of that whole entire challenge, which accelerates your decision making and just basically getting out there and doing stuff and I suppose getting a business up and running. And if you have a business, creating some new offer or creating some new product and getting it out there and getting sales. So one key take home or core topic that you learn in the One Funnel Away 30-day challenge is the importance of creating an offer. So I just want to kind of speak about that and further down the line go into in further episodes, go into something a bit more kind of complex. But definitely this is without a doubt the one thing that you can do to change your business. And it's something that we are continuously trying to influence and highlight the importance to all our clients currently about the importance of creating offers to increase sales and to increase conversions and increase sales. So way before I did the One Funnel Away challenge, and I definitely saw an improvement in our overall conversions and overall sales at the start of 2019, late 2018, early 2019, based on this one principle. And I suppose how this all started was back when 5-6 years ago, when we started officially with Alias Marketing and Design, and we were building websites as one of our services, and people were coming in asking us for quotes. It was the recession, still in the end of the recession, but people were banging on the door looking to start new businesses and needed a new job or needed a new career, and were going down this path. So people were starting their own businesses. They were coming to us. We were quoting for their websites, and 99% of the time, 95% of the time, I'd even go as far as saying up to maybe 2015, 16, we were nearly at a 100% success rate in terms of people we quoted for. Yeah, we'd huge success. And then I'd start noticing we were getting people kind of coming in towards the end of 16, and we were quoting for getting people coming in with much more kind of complex solutions. So we were quoting, we were looking at the brief, and we were saying, yeah, grand, listen, to do X, Y, and Z, that will cost this amount. So one or two quotes we noticed people didn't come back to us. We followed up and they said we got a better price somewhere else, or we went with X, Y, and Z. So we'd obviously look at what they were building and just check out the product and check out how we could maybe improve going forward and be more successful with the quotes. So I noticed every single time that I looked at the new websites that these guys were getting built for them, that they weren't actually what they'd actually approached us and said that we can build. So there would be key elements missing from what was needed in the brief, and it would look as if the web designer who were creating these products were kind of cutting corners. So without going into kind of too much technical details about the process, but they basically, instead of creating a booking to maybe fix something or setting up some, linking booking calendars and stuff like that, all they were doing was they were just linking to a contact us page, which is, web design 101. It's very, very straightforward. So they weren't actually creating an application. So it's happened a number of times, and so in order to kind of improve our quotes, and obviously give the absolute best product or best service that we could in order to win the quote, the next time we were quoting for projects, we'd highlight all the features and highlight exactly what we were doing, and just stress the fact that we were following best practices, and that what people were getting was a really, really solid website that had everything in it that should have it, and it would be successful. And we'd show people, here's our, give them case studies and show them the success that previous clients had. And, clients who hadn't even kind of wanted super amazing SEO packages were actually ranking really, really well. And, everything was going really well for these clients that we'd done jobs for. So again, we were still quoting, and we were, the success rate was rising, but it was becoming increasingly hard. And again, we would go and we would check out the websites that we've been built, and they just weren't up to the standard. And I was kind of scratching my head, and I'm kind of going, well, hold on a second, like, what are we doing here? We had to compete with these guys, and they were coming in, and there was, they were possibly, from doing our research and looking at their ads and that sort of stuff, they were selling products that were a third of the price, maybe 50% less. But the quality of the design looked not as great. I'd go as far to say they were pretty awful looking. Some people don't mind about that, but when we looked into coding, there was stuff that was missing from the product, basic stuff that people should have in their website. And if they don't have it in the website, then technically going forward, it's not much use. So, such as Google Analytics. Without getting too technical, Google Analytics gives you information about the people that and the traffic that come to your website. And then obviously you use that information going forward to improve the site. So look at pages that are performing badly, for instance, and improve those pages if you've got a big bounce rate where people are landing on a page, aren't progressing to another page, and are leaving the site. So that is something that should be on a website. Should technically be on a website, because going forward, then you can improve it. In business and entrepreneurship is all about progression and testing, improving what's working, discarding what's not, and then going forward and refining the process all the way. So meanwhile, all this was, we were looking at this, and we were kind of, oh yeah, well, I have to, we reduce the prices, and we, as websites got more complex, we were actually putting more time into the sites, because technology was progressing. People's desires for more complicated looking sites were also, people kind of were raising the bar with anything. And we love to step up to the game and create the best looking stuff we can do, and that's what we were doing. So we couldn't reduce the price, and we were still putting out the quotes, still at a fair price. We were working away. So got to a point where we weren't obviously winning as many quotes. We're still winning loads, but still not. We hadn't maintained our 100% or 95% success rate. Flash forward a few years, or a few months, and a couple of years, and we came across Russell Brunson and his ClickFunnels software. So that aside, at the time we weren't using ClickFunnels for anything, and I was following Russell and all his his teachings and reading really, really, really interesting stuff. And his core principle that he teaches is creating an offer. So by creating an offer for your product or your service, you're basically decommoditizing you're decommoditizing your offering or your product or your service. So you're not competing on price because customers are not faithful to anything but the price. So with that in mind, Russell gives this like a great example of taking a phone, and he's an iPhone that he has on Amazon for say $500. Picks out his phone and he says, "Listen, here's the phone. I'm going to sell you this exact phone for $10,000." And you're going, "What, Russell? There's no way you can sell me that." Hold on a second, my laptop running out of battery. Quick! Don't lose all the work. Right. So we lost all the work. We kept recording for another few minutes, and it turned out that the laptop lead on the battery lead went. So I was standing here, red light on, talking to no one, and anyway, so we left off with Russell Brunson, and Russell was saying how he had two phones, identical, one from Amazon and one from him. And he was going to sell me the phone, or sell his audience the phone for his phone for $10,000. And you're going, no way, Russell, that's never going to happen. You can't sell the same product for $9,500 more. It's just not possible. And so what Russell did was he said, cool, right, listen, there you go. You have your Amazon phone, $500, you have my phone. And if you buy the phone off me, I will give you my list of contacts that are on this phone. So included in the phone will be my list of contacts, which includes the likes of Tony Robbins and all these mega famous guys, all these mega famous marketing and life marketing gurus and life coaches and just general celebrities. And you can have a 2-minute chat with each of these about anything you want in the world. And then he said, I have a library full of these amazing marketing books. And he said, I've transcribed and recorded every single key element of each one of these books and place it onto an MP3 player. If you buy my phone, not only will you get Tony Robbins, all my contacts, and this MP3, you'll also get my a link on my Voxer app, so you can Voxer me like a little walkie-talkie app. You can Voxer me at any time you want, and we can have a chat about marketing in general. And you're going, oh my God, like talking directly, this is just amazing. And so he lists all these other features like private. You can join my private Facebook group, which normally costs $50,000, a year to join. So he basically stacks all these additional bonuses that you get when you purchase Russell's phone, and he adds a value to each one of these. And he says, Tony Robbins, chatting to Tony Robbins and all the celebrities, it's a value of based on Tony's personal time and the time that each one of these celebrities charge for their marketing advice. It's like that's worth $50,000 to you, and it will change your life by just having this 2-minute conversation with each of my contacts on the phone. Obviously, I'll guide you with the Voxer app. I'll guide you on your journey. I charge $50,000 a day for consultancy, so that's worth $50,000 as well. Eat the books, that's worth another €10,000. And so he goes down through all these. So he basically says, listen, the bonuses that you're getting if you buy the phone off me today are worth $100,000. But I'm going to give you the phone for a mere $10,000. And you're going, oh my God, the phone that Russell is going to sell me now is just amazing. It's like it's the ultimate marketing geek's phone because you've all these extra deadly bonuses. But all it is still the exact same iPhone that Amazon's selling you for $500. So I'd seen this, and like this was the example that he gives in a course, but I'd seen him speak about this previously, and I just went, hold on a second. This is the answer to what we're doing because we're essentially building websites, but they're not the same because what the website that you're getting off us has all these bonus features that we're including in the quote. But people are more likely just glancing over all this and are just looking at the price at the end. So I said, this is it. So what we did was we took all the bonuses, so the for added security, Google Analytics, hosting, free hosting, free domain, all these things that we included as part of the package, but didn't really highlight because we said, you need all these things. We're not just going to give you a website that's going to be kind of not going to do much for you because it's not really built as it should, or it's not. It could be better. So anyway, we took all these out, we added a value onto them, and then we said, listen, buy it off us for €1,000, say, and you're going to get this X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and we assigned a value to each of them because they're all worth. If you were to buy it off the shelf from us, just call up and say, I want to buy a domain off you. I want to host my website, which it'll cost whatever, A, B, C, whatever. So that's what we did. So people are now looking and going, "Oh, I'm going to buy, I'm going to get Alias to design and build my site, and I'm going to get this, and I'm going to get this, and I'm going to get this, and then when it's completed, we have this support and we have this advice and we've access to Ian or I can go with the other option. It's much cheaper, but I'm not getting all this great stuff. So we implemented this into into our web design services, and we saw remarkable uptake on everything. We got back up to 100%, and it's working really well. And we employed this in other areas of business as well, and we have been continuously saying to clients, you got to do this. You got to create an offer. If what you have is super brilliant, don't just tell people it's super brilliant. Create an amazing offer, an irresistible offer that people go, here, take my money. Just give me what it's amazing. So again, our clients are taking this on board as well and are implementing this in their business and are seeing huge success as well. So how do you do this? Before we wrap up, we got to tell you how you got to do it. So what you do is you basically take your dream customer. So whoever is buying a service off you, for instance, we'll stick to service just to keep it simple. For instance, somebody comes looking for a website with us. They're not just looking for a website. Generally, startup businesses, they need a lot more other stuff. They need more elements as they go through the journey, because we've been on it and we can see, and we've guided other customers through that journey as well. So do a massive big brainstorm and put down on a whiteboard everything you can offer as part of your service, whether it's physical products, any sort of kind of digital stuff, so checklists and downloads, anything that is helpful, and any sort of resources that will be of massive value to your customer. Drop them down, no matter how crazy it is, and then go through, after you brainstorm, go through each and every single thing you've listed and say, right, well, realistically, a trip to the moon is, or we'll take you away for a 2-week vacation to wherever you want to go, Bali. That's not really realistic. So maybe like a weekly call for 15 minutes, and to guide you on to the next step, whatever you're offering. So in our case, it might be, a call with me and a review of your marketing situation, and 15-minute call and quick review and an overlook of what's going on, and maybe a suggestion, to work on the following week to improve things. So, that's it. You just create this super cool offer. And how do you find these things as well? So, I mean, the key to this, and from speaking to all our clients, is, and even stuff that we do ourselves in the business, is not to overlook the little things that you do for your clients. Service is key, and creating and serving your customers as best you can is obviously number one. But don't overlook the things that you do for them that has massive value. So take something like that out and put it in your bonus stack. So, as I was giving the example of, installing the Google Analytics, or perhaps creating a Google My Business profile for our customers. That's something that we can throw in that will be of value and of relevancy, and will help the customer down the line. So don't overlook the little things that you do in business that has a high perceived value, but has a low cost to yourself, or to you and your business. Really, really important. And you can take those tasks that you can complete, or products or things that you can offer, and put them into your bonus stack and create an amazing offer. And then you decommoditize your business, and you're not competing, and it's not a race to the bottom. And the guys who aren't doing it properly, and who don't have amazing service and don't have amazing bonuses, can't compete with you. So anyway, there we go. Episode 4, create an offer, and it will change your business and will change your life. And with anything, listen, when you're chatting to the kids and you're trying to get them to do something, create an offer. That's what it is. Do a deal with them, stack the bonus, and it'll improve your parenting as well. So anyway, listen, I've been Ian Connery. This has been the Alias Marketing and Design podcast for episode 4. Create an offer. It'll change your life. It'll change your business. Talk to you soon.